Hello guys, back with another video. This time we have President Joe Biden up against Governor of Florida, Ron DeSantis. Now, DeSantis would definitely be a better nominee than Trump in most of these states. Only state I would say that Trump would probably do better than DeSantis is probably the state of Wisconsin. So, let me just fill in all these safe Republican states. I do think DeSantis would do very well in the Sun Belt against Joe Biden, maybe even flipping a few states from 2020, but let's get right in with this. So, first state is Alaska, would definitely be about safe Republican against Joe Biden. I think DeSantis unite most of the base here. Colorado would be safe Democrat. It's just a state that keeps trending more and more to Democrats at this point. New Mexico would be likely blue, same with Virginia. I could see DeSantis outperforming Trump in both of these states due to his decent appeal among moderate voters. Iowa and Ohio would still be about likely red, just based off the trends in both these states is where I would put them as likely states. In the state of Florida, it would be safe Republican. DeSantis is a very popular governor of this state. He won here by about 20 last November. So I do think that'll probably carry over here. He wins it by about 10 to 11 points against Joe Biden. In the state of Texas, I would categorize this as likely red. I just think that DeSantis would appeal very well in the Sun Belt and probably do a bit better than Trump in the state. Wins it by about 5.5 to 6 points against Joe Biden. Okay, which state should we go to next? Let's head to Maine and New Hampshire. Maine, I would categorize as about a likely blue state. Biden nearly wins it by a safe Democratic margin, while DeSantis wins Maine second by a lean margin. In New Hampshire, I think DeSantis would outperform Trump just a little bit here. Biden still wins the state by about 4 to 4.5 points against DeSantis. Again, New Hampshire is a very socially liberal state, and DeSantis is socially conservative, so I just don't really think he could win this state, but it'll definitely make it more competitive than Trump would. Okay, let's focus on North Carolina and Georgia. North Carolina, I think DeSantis would do fairly well in. He would have a bit better Southern appeal than Trump would. He'll win it by about 1.5 to 2% against Joe Biden in the state of North Carolina. And he also would narrowly flip Georgia against Joe Biden just by performing better with moderate independents who were anti-Trump but still like Republicans overall. They still voted for Brian Kemp, and there might be a lot of ticket splitters here who will consider voting for DeSantis, like the people who voted Brian Kemp and Warnock. I could see DeSantis maybe doing well with those voters. But then again, he might alienate them because DeSantis is becoming fairly right-wing in a lot of policies, and he might not just be moderate enough to win in the state of Georgia, but I'm giving it to him. It's like a 52% probability DeSantis wins Georgia, I would say. Carries it by about 0.2% against Joe Biden. There's a lot of trends going for Democrats here, which makes it hard for DeSantis to win Georgia. In Arizona and Nevada, I think DeSantis would be favored to win in the state of Nevada. I think he would be a decent nominee for Latino voters, but in the state of Arizona, I just still think it votes for Joe Biden. It's a very moderate state, and just on the issues, I just think Biden would be better for Arizonan voters, and he would appeal better than DeSantis would among those independents there in the state of Arizona. Plus, with the trends going in favor of Democrats here, it's going to be very hard for DeSantis to flip this state. I just think it still goes with Biden by a narrow margin. Nebraska second, I still think it's going to be a likely district for Biden. He wins it by about 5 points against DeSantis here. And in the Rust Belt, where it makes or breaks who wins, Minnesota would still be a likely state. Michigan would go to Biden by about 4 points. Pennsylvania and Wisconsin, again, I think Biden would do a little bit better than DeSantis in the state of Wisconsin because of Trump's decent populist and rural appeal, but it would be about the same tilt margin, and Pennsylvania would be about lean. So a Biden victory, a narrow one. DeSantis' path is flip Arizona and Wisconsin, and he could win, but as of right now, I think Biden would be slightly favored to win against him. Let me know what you think of this prediction in the comments below, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.